Elena Carter clutched Liam close as Mark Reynolds stormed out, the apartment echoing with the slam of the door. Her chest heaved, a scream caught in her throat, heart racing with disbelief and fury. She could still hear the distant wail of sirens, each note twisting in her gut like knives. Everything she had built, every quiet victory over sleepless nights and broken paychecks, now teetered on the edge. "How could he?" she whispered to Liam, who stared up with wide, innocent eyes, sensing her turmoil. The betrayal cut deeper than she imagined, igniting a fire she hadn't felt in years. Morning light filters through the apartment blinds, illuminating the small living room. Elena sits on the couch, sipping lukewarm coffee, eyes fixed on the scattered bills. Liam plays quietly with his toys, sensing the tension but too young to understand it fully. The apartment feels smaller, oppressive, as if the walls themselves are aware of her despair. Mark's betrayal lingers in her mind, a poisonous shadow she cannot shake. She takes a deep breath, forcing herself to plan her next steps. This isn't just about survival, it's about protecting Liam from a world that feels suddenly hostile. Sophie's words from last night echo in her head, urging her to stay strong, to fight back, to reclaim her sense of control before it's too late. Elena carefully opens her laptop, scanning emails from her employer. Anxiety twists her stomach as she notices a sudden change in her workload. Each message feels like a subtle attack, threatening to destabilize the fragile life she's built. Liam tugs gently at her sleeve, asking if they can go outside, momentarily pulling her from her spiraling thoughts. She smiles weakly, nodding, though inside her mind churns with worry. How will she manage work bills and the emotional aftermath of Mark's betrayal? Every decision feels like walking a tightrope, each step laden with fear of failure. The sound of the phone ringing jolts Elena. It's Sophie. Relief floods her as she answers quickly, voice shaking. Sophie's calm tone guides Elena, reminding her that she is not alone, that plans can be made, and battles can be fought with strategy. The conversation helps Elena feel the weight lift just slightly, a small spark of hope amid the storm. Liam watches from the corner, sensing the shift in his mother's demeanor. She smiles at him, promising silently that they will survive this, that betrayal will not define their lives. By afternoon, Elena gathers Liam's things, deciding to take him to the nearby park. The world outside is rainy but vibrant, a paradox reflecting her inner turmoil. Each step toward the door feels heavier, laden with memories of what she's lost and the uncertainty of what lies ahead. Yet, the decision to leave the apartment, even briefly, feels empowering. She is reclaiming agency in a life recently upended. Liam skips slightly ahead, laughter piercing the dreary weather. Elena watches him, heart swelling with love and determination. No matter Mark's betrayal, this child is her anchor, her purpose, and her reason to fight. Elena Carter sits at her kitchen table, papers scattered around, tallying bills and expenses. Her hands shake slightly as she writes numbers, each calculation a reminder of the life she must rebuild. Liam sits nearby, coloring quietly, humming a tune to distract himself. The apartment feels alive with tension and hope simultaneously. Every dollar counts, every decision carries weight, and Elena feels the pressure pressing down like the humid summer air. Memories of Mark's betrayal still sting, yet a determination begins to take root, stronger than fear. She takes a deep breath, realizing that this struggle, though exhausting, is shaping her into someone unbreakable for Liam's sake. Elena decides to meet Sophie at a local cafe for support and advice. The air outside is crisp, autumn leaves crunch under their feet, and the city hums with life. Sophie greets her warmly, instantly easing some of Elena's anxiety. They sit by a window, sipping tea, while Elena explains the mounting challenges of work, bills, and parenting alone. Sophie listens attentively, nodding with reassurance, offering advice and strategies. Elena begins to feel a small spark of hope, recognizing that she is not alone in this fight. For the first time in days, she allows herself a faint smile, acknowledging that support and friendship can be a lifeline amid chaos. Later, Elena walks through a bustling city park with Liam, enjoying fleeting moments of laughter. Rain clouds loom but do not yet release their burden, the air carrying a crisp freshness. Liam chases fallen leaves, giggling uncontrollably. Elena watches him, feeling both joy and a twinge of anxiety for the future. Thoughts of financial struggles, legal battles, and Mark's unpredictable nature cloud her mind, yet seeing Liam's happiness strengthens her resolve. She silently promises to protect him from the pain she has endured, to be the anchor in his life. Every step forward in this chaotic park becomes a metaphor for their journey, unstable but purposeful. That evening, Elena sits alone in the apartment, reflecting on the day. The dim lamp casts shadows on the walls, emphasizing solitude. Liam sleeps in his room, the soft breathing a soothing presence. Elena reviews her plans for stability, job applications, budgeting, and seeking legal advice. The weight of responsibility presses heavily on her shoulders, yet a newfound resilience emerges. Memories of Mark's betrayal no longer dominate. Instead, a focus on survival and strength takes hold. She writes a list of actionable goals, each item a declaration of her commitment to herself and Liam. Despite exhaustion, determination glows in her eyes, unwavering and fierce. Next morning, Elena attends a consultation with a lawyer regarding custody and legal protection. Judge Anderson's voice echoes in her mind as she recalls previous hearings. Daniel Hayes, a sympathetic colleague, offers encouragement and guidance. Elena feels the overwhelming tension of navigating bureaucracy, but also the subtle reassurance of allies. Each question answered, each document signed, feels like reclaiming a fragment of control stolen by Mark. Liam waits outside with Sophie, their laughter reminding her of the stakes. With determination hardened and purpose renewed, Elena steps out of the office into the sunlight, ready to face the next chapter with unwavering resolve. Elena steps into the courthouse, the building towering above her, casting long shadows in the late afternoon sun. The echo of her footsteps mixes with distant murmurs of people waiting. Her palms sweat, but she breathes deeply, centering herself. Liam clings briefly to her hand, sensing tension. Elena recalls every hardship, every sleepless night, and channels that into silent courage. She sits before the judge, facing Mark, whose smug expression fuels her determination. Each word spoken in the courtroom strengthens her resolve, and though fear lingers, hope blossoms. She is ready to fight, not just for herself, but to secure a safe, stable future for Liam. The hearing begins, and the judge's voice rings clearly. Elena presents her case calmly, outlining her stability, support system, and Liam's needs. Mark interrupts occasionally, his tone sharp, attempting to intimidate, but Elena responds with composed clarity. Each question tests her nerves, yet she maintains poise, drawing strength from Liam's presence. Her lawyer adds strategic points, emphasizing Elena's commitment and the resources she has built. The tension is palpable, but Elena feels a surge of empowerment with every firm word spoken. She begins to sense a shift. Her preparation and resilience are making an impact. During recess, Elena steps outside into the courtyard, sunlight warming her face. Liam runs ahead, carefree, collecting fallen leaves and twigs. Elena watches, heart swelling with love and relief. Daniel approaches, offering reassurance and updates on progress. Elena absorbs the brief calm, knowing the outcome is still uncertain, yet confident she has done all she could. The surrounding courthouse gardens, with their vibrant green and flowers in bloom, mirror a sense of renewal. She breathes deeply, feeling the weight of struggle lift slightly, replaced by anticipation and a quiet strength that radiates from within. Back inside, the final arguments are delivered. Elena speaks from the heart, emphasizing Liam's well-being above all else. Mark grows frustrated, his attempts to manipulate the proceedings failing. The judge listens intently, weighing every statement. Elena's voice, once tinged with fear, now carries unwavering conviction. Every detail of her preparation, every moment of resilience, culminates in this decisive moment. Liam watches quietly, sensing the gravity. The courtroom feels suspended in time as Elena's words resonate, not only with authority but with sincerity that cannot be contested. She realizes she is no longer a victim, but a protector wielding the full force of her courage. The judge delivers the verdict. Full custody to Elena, protection order granted. Relief floods her body, tears forming at the edges of her eyes. Liam jumps into her arms, laughing, and she holds him tightly, feeling unshakable strength and love. Mark's expression fades into stunned silence. Elena steps outside the courthouse with Liam, the sunlight warm and golden, the city alive with possibility. Every struggle, every sleepless night, every moment of fear has led to this triumph. For the first time, she allows herself to breathe freely, knowing that their life together is now a sanctuary built on resilience, love, and unwavering courage. Elena and Liam arrive home, the first evening in their new apartment. Sunlight filters through the windows, casting a warm glow across the empty rooms. Elena sets Liam's backpack down and kneels to his level, smiling. They explore together, imagining where furniture will go, where pictures will hang, and where memories will form. Liam's laughter echoes, filling the apartment with life. Elena feels a sense of peace she has not known in years, realizing that every struggle, every late night, every tear has brought them here. Hope is tangible, and the walls of the apartment seem to hum with possibility. Elena unpacks boxes in the kitchen, Liam at her side, stacking plates carefully. She watches him, marveling at his curiosity and joy. The apartment smells faintly of fresh paint and new beginnings. Elena talks about their future, about school, about small trips they'll take together. Liam listens intently, eyes bright with excitement. Elena realizes that this mundane act of unpacking is profoundly symbolic. It represents stability, safety, and a foundation they can rely on. Every small action fills her with satisfaction, as she finally feels the sense of control over her life she fought so hard to regain. Later, they sit on the couch, Liam leaning against Elena as she reads a story aloud. The pages are worn, but each word is infused with new meaning. Elena notices the way Liam's eyes sparkle with imagination, how his laughter punctuates the narrative. She reflects on the journey they've endured. Every obstacle, every moment of fear, has led to this peace. Outside, the city glows under the twilight sky, the hum of life continuing beyond their windows. Inside, they are safe together and ready to embrace whatever comes next. Love, trust, and resilience are now their constant companions. The next morning, Elena and Liam prepare breakfast together. The sun streams through the kitchen, highlighting flour dust in the air as they mix pancake batter. Liam giggles when a small spill occurs, and Elena laughs too, feeling fully present in the moment. They talk about their plans for the weekend: a park visit, a library trip, and a small celebration for their new beginning. Each detail feels significant, a declaration that life is moving forward. The simplicity of the morning is profound, offering a stark contrast to the fear and chaos they've left behind, proving that peace is earned through persistence and courage. By evening, Elena and Liam step onto the balcony, watching the sunset paint the sky in vibrant oranges and purples. Liam leans against her, whispering that he loves her, and Elena feels her heart swell. The city below is alive, yet their space feels private, sacred. Elena knows challenges may arise again, but today they are victorious, and every past hardship has fortified their bond. She closes her eyes, breathing in the cool evening air, feeling gratitude, peace, and unshakable determination. Together they are not just surviving, they are thriving, embracing a future filled with love, hope, and infinite possibility. Elena and Liam start their day with a walk in the nearby park. Morning mist lingers over the grass and the city is waking slowly around them. Liam runs ahead, chasing squirrels and laughing, while Elena follows at a measured pace, smiling at his energy. Birds chirp above, and the soft light of dawn warms their faces. Elena feels the weight of past hardships lift slightly, replaced by quiet contentment. She observes Liam's curiosity in every detail, every flower and stone capturing his imagination. Today feels limitless, as if the world itself is inviting them to write the next chapter of their lives. They stop near a fountain, where Liam tosses coins, making wishes he shares with Elena in hushed excitement. She listens, feeling the joy radiating from him. Elena reflects on their journey, from fear and uncertainty to the quiet triumphs of everyday life. She whispers a wish of her own, imagining a future where Liam grows surrounded by love, security, and courage. Water glints in the sunlight, splashing gently around them, echoing the small yet meaningful moments that build the foundation of lasting happiness. Every ripple reminds her that life moves forward, carrying them toward hope and possibility. Later, they visit a small bookstore tucked in a quiet street. Liam explores shelves with wide-eyed wonder, pulling out books with excitement. Elena follows, enjoying his enthusiasm and discovering new stories herself. They share a cozy corner, flipping pages together, talking about fantastical worlds and real-life dreams. Elena senses the rhythm of normalcy returning fully. These simple, unremarkable moments are treasures. She smiles as Liam reads aloud a passage, mispronouncing a word, but giggling at his own mistakes. Life feels fuller, richer, and infinitely more beautiful than it ever did before. As evening approaches, they return home carrying small treasures, books, flowers, and memories of a perfect day. Liam skips beside Elena, clutching a small notebook where he's drawn sketches of the park and fountain. Elena marvels at his creativity, feeling pride swell in her chest. The sky turns amber and violet, casting long shadows across the street. She realizes that stability is not just about walls and furniture, but about love, trust, and shared experiences. Every step of their journey, every trial faced, has led to these peaceful, ordinary moments that now feel sacred. Finally, Elena and Liam sit on their balcony as night falls, stars beginning to twinkle above. Liam leans against her, pointing out constellations and imagining adventures among them. Elena wraps her arm around him, feeling a profound sense of completion and hope. She knows challenges will come, but now she faces them with resilience and love. The city lights below twinkle like a mirror to the stars above, a reminder that life is both vast and intimately beautiful. Together, they are ready to embrace tomorrow, carrying forward a life built on courage, connection, and endless possibility. The first rays of dawn filter through the curtains as Elena stretches, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. Liam sits at the edge of the bed, rubbing his eyes and yawning, his energy already bubbling over. Today is special, though neither of them fully knows why. Elena smiles at the small chaos of morning, the sunlight warming her skin and catching Liam's golden hair. She prepares breakfast, humming a soft tune, and Liam dances around the kitchen, his excitement uncontainable. Every clatter of dishes, every laugh shared, feels like a small victory against the world they once feared. The day is theirs, full of possibility and laughter. They walk through a bustling farmer's market, Liam marveling at the vibrant colors and smells of fresh produce. Elena carries a tote bag, pointing out fruits and vegetables, teaching him names and textures. Their laughter mingles with the ambient chatter of vendors and customers. Liam stops at a stall, inspecting a bunch of bright flowers, and asks if he can have them. Elena nods, enjoying his curiosity. The world feels alive, endless, and safe. She notices how far they've come, from fear and doubt to confidence and wonder, their bond stronger than ever. After the market, they find a quiet pond in the city park. Liam skips stones across the water, counting each bounce. Elena sits nearby, tossing small pebbles too, watching ripples expand and fade. Ducks glide across the water, quacking softly. The gentle breeze ruffles Elena's hair and Liam's clothes. She reflects on the simplicity of this peace, how life's smallest joys now carry the weight of their hard-earned resilience. Every laugh, every glance between them, is a testament to survival, love, and the new beginning they both embrace with open hearts. As afternoon arrives, they head to a small art gallery hosting a local exhibition. Liam's eyes widen at each painting, asking questions about colors and shapes. Elena explains patiently, encouraging his curiosity and creativity. They linger in front of a painting depicting a sunset over mountains, imagining stories within it. Elena feels a spark of inspiration herself, the trials of the past fading into this moment of shared wonder. Time slows, the hum of the gallery creating a cocoon of serenity, and they both realize that growth and discovery are endless adventures they will always share. The day ends with them, on a hill overlooking the city at sunset. Liam rests against Elena, quiet and content. The sky glows with deep oranges and purples, city lights flickering below. Elena feels a profound gratitude for the journey they've shared, the challenges faced, and a love that endured. She whispers promises of adventure and protection, and Liam nods sleepily, trusting her completely. Stars begin to appear, and she imagines the vastness of the future, each twinkle a symbol of possibility. They sit together in silence, fully present, ready for all the tomorrows yet to come. Elena awoke to a gentle drizzle tapping on the window, the city muffled beneath the gray morning sky. She adjusted her messy brown hair into a loose ponytail, sensing the day held something extraordinary. Liam, still in his striped pajamas, pressed his nose against the cold glass, marveling at the water droplets racing down. She poured coffee and placed a warm mug in his tiny hands, smiling as he blew on it to cool it. The smell of toast and rain blended, filling the apartment with comfort. Outside, the fog blurred the sharp edges of buildings, creating a soft world. Elena hummed a song from her childhood, while Liam recited questions about the city, each answered patiently. Their laughter mingled with the rhythmic tapping of rain. Breakfast was small but rich with moments of warmth and connection, making the ordinary feel sacred. They ventured out into cobblestone streets glistening from morning rain, each step sending reflections of golden street lamps across the wet stones. Liam darted toward puddles, splashing and giggling, his tiny raincoat flapping with his movements. Elena followed, boots clicking, enjoying the crisp air and misty light filtering through orange autumn trees. Street musicians played a slow melody on the corners, creating a subtle soundtrack for their stroll. Elena paused to inhale the damp, earthy scent, remembering walks of her own childhood. Liam tugged her hand, pointing at a squirrel perched above, chattering. She lifted him slightly to touch a fallen leaf, their laughter echoing softly across empty streets. Each moment felt suspended, the rain-washed city a canvas of delicate joy, painting them as small figures in a vast, tender world. By afternoon, they reached the riverside, where mist rose above the flowing water, shimmering in fragmented sunlight. Liam crouched by the edge, throwing tiny stones, each plunking and rippling through the reflective surface. Elena knelt beside him, brushing stray hair from his damp forehead, watching his wide-eyed fascination with the shifting ripples. Boats drifted lazily, seagulls swooped and called above. Elena recounted stories of her childhood by water, of days spent chasing frogs and skipping stones, each anecdote met with Liam's delighted questions. They lingered long enough for the sunlight to soften, painting the scene in amber and silver. Each moment was tender, a reminder of the fragile beauty they shared, and the bond strengthened by silence, laughter, and the gentle rhythm of the river beneath them. The forest trail called them next, late afternoon sunlight piercing the canopy, casting dynamic shadows on the leaf-strewn path. Liam raced ahead, kicking leaves, then ran back with a grin, eyes sparkling with excitement. Elena followed at a slower pace, occasionally crouching to inspect mushrooms and moss, sharing quiet observations with him. Birds called from the branches above, blending with the rustle of the forest floor. Elena lifted Liam over a fallen log, laughing as he squirmed and giggled. The crisp air filled her lungs, her heart light with gratitude for these small fleeting moments. They moved together like two parts of the same rhythm, each step reaffirming the simple joy of presence. Every leaf, every whisper of wind felt like a promise that life remained rich and full of wonder. The day ended atop a hill, overlooking the river and the distant city, bathed in the pink and purple hues of sunset. Liam rested his head on Elena's chest, his small hands holding hers loosely. She wrapped her arm around him, feeling the quiet weight of fulfillment and love settle over them. Lights from the city below began to sparkle as dusk deepened, Elena whispered about dreams, future adventures, and the endless possibilities waiting for them. Liam's eyes drooped, yet he nodded at each idea, a faint smile on his sleepy face. Stars pierced the twilight, each one promising mystery and hope. The world felt infinite yet intimate, the horizon endless, and for the first time, Elena felt that everything they had lived, everything they would live, was exactly as it should be, shared together, tender and unstoppable.